So, what do you get when you tell a bunch of brilliant toy designers to build the craziest RC battle cars they can imagine using only junkyard parts? Well, you get this, a super high-stakes competition where raw creativity goes head-to-head with chaos. Let's dive in and see who makes it out alive.
And listen, this is not your kid's Sandlot RC race. The arena itself is basically a main character in this story. It's this insane, custom-built warehouse track designed for just one thing: maximum destruction. The stage is set, and things are about to get wild.
Okay, so the challenge was thrown down to the toy engineers at Crunch Labs, and it was pretty simple. You have a few days, go build the toughest, coolest, most battle-ready RC car you can dream up. 6 teams stepped up, and the results were just wonderfully unhinged.
And just look at this lineup. First, you've got Squirt, a lemon car that literally squirts lemon juice at the drivers. Then there's Wedgie, this aggressive-looking wedge covered in spikes. Metal Puppy looks kind of cute, but it was built by a BattleBots vet, so you know it's hiding something nasty. We've got Team Yeehaw with a working lasso, the incredibly heavy all-steel Lovebug, and my personal favorite, Park the Pig, which is built on 4 soccer balls for ultimate bounciness.
Oh, and the stakes? They are ridiculously high. The winning team gets to go on a 24-hour shopping spree with the company gold card. I mean, can you imagine? But for every single loser, their beautiful, hand-built creation gets a one-way ticket to a giant industrial shredder they call Mount Crunchmore. Yikes.
All right, first up is the Rampage Rally. This is a brutal one-lap race on a dirt track that's just packed with mud pits, nasty surprises, and a few little speed boosts to keep things interesting.
And the rules could not be simpler. It's not about being the fastest, it's just about not being the slowest. The very last car to drag itself across that finish line is the first one getting eliminated and fed to the shredder. No second chances.
So right out of the gate, there's a huge pileup, and Metal Puppy gets flipped on its back. It looks like it's done for. But this is where we see its secret weapon. It's got a combat robotics motor that lets it violently flip itself back onto its wheels. Nobody else has anything like it. Because of that awesome self-righting trick, Metal Puppy not only recovers but hits a final jump to take first place. The speedy little Squirt the Lemon comes in second, then Yeehaw and Wedgie. This leaves the heavy Lovebug and the bouncy Park the Pig fighting for their lives. But in the end, Park the Pig just can't make it. It's the first victim of Mount Crunchmore. Okay, with 5 cars left, things get even weirder. They all move into this 5-sided cage for a game called Rock'em Sock'em Soccer. Just picture a real-life game of Rocket League, but with a seriously bizarre twist.
And here's that twist, which is totally bonkers. To stay in the game, you have to score on your own goal. Yeah, you heard me right. The last 2 cars that haven't scored on themselves by the end of the round are out.
So in all the chaos, Wedgie accidentally bumps the ball and sends it right into Lovebug's goal. And just like that, the heaviest, clumsiest car, the one you'd think had no chance, is the very first one safe and on its way to the final. You can't make this stuff up. After that surprise, Metal Puppy pulls off this sick move to score its own goal, and then Squirt just barely gets its goal in time. Which means Team Yeehaw and Wedgie are our next 2 losers. Their creations are heading straight for the shredder. And then there were 3. For the grand finale, it's King of the Hill. The rules are as simple as it gets. Be the last car on top of the big platform. If you get knocked off, you have 10 seconds to get back up the ramp of redemption or you're toast. But of course, there's a twist. All the teams that got eliminated, they get to come back with these generic ghost cars, and their only job is to create as much chaos as they possibly can and get a little revenge on the finalists. So here it is, the final showdown. You've got Lovebug, whose main weapon is just being an absolute tank that's impossible to push. You have Metal Puppy, which is super agile and has that insane flipper. And then there's Squirt. It's fast, it's a small target, and yep, it's still got that really annoying lemon juice sprayer. So the battle starts. The ghost cars are causing mayhem, and pretty soon, Squirt the Lemon gets knocked off the platform. As that 10-second clock ticks down, the host basically admits that after getting sprayed in the eyes with lemon juice 4 times, he's not feeling too sorry for them. And just like that, Squirt is out. We're down to 2. For the final one-on-one between Lovebug and Metal Puppy, they reveal one last game-changing surprise. The whole King of the Hill platform, it starts to spin, like really, really fast. Suddenly, just driving straight is almost impossible. The final battle is just pure chaos. Metal Puppy is handling the spinning way better with its agility. And then, it happens. It manages to knock Lovebug right off the platform. It looks like it's over.
But as Lovebug tumbles off, a single wheel snaps off and gets left behind. And you will not believe this finish. Metal Puppy starts driving around, celebrating its win, when it drives right over that lone wheel from Lovebug. The bump triggers its own super powerful flipper, which launches Metal Puppy off the platform. Its greatest weapon became its downfall. And so Lovebug, broken at the bottom of the ramp, is crowned the winner by default. It's unbelievable.
And there you have it. Against all odds, the heaviest, the slowest, the car that won its last 2 matches by accident, Lovebug is the champion of the Dirtbox Derby. It's a victory literally snatched from the jaws of defeat.
In the end, there is only one winner. So while one team gets the party of a lifetime, every other team, including the runner-up, has to watch their hard work get turned into scrap metal. It's a tough result, but honestly, it teaches everyone a pretty big lesson. And this is the real takeaway, right here. Even though they were bummed, all the engineers got it. This is just part of the process. Metal Puppy's flipper was both its greatest asset and its fatal flaw. That's not just a loss, that's incredibly valuable data. It's the kind of failure that tells you exactly how to come back and build something even better next time.
And it kind of leaves you with this big question. I mean, Metal Puppy was, on paper, the better machine. It was faster, more agile, it had a secret weapon, but Lovebug won simply because it was built like a brick and could survive anything. So what really matters more? A perfect, elegant design, or one that's just tough enough to make it through the mess?